Yo, what the heck is going on, guys? It's your boy, Bobby, back at it again with another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to do combos or how to combo off different types of assists with Android 16. Android 16's combo game is super easy for extending with assists because he literally brings it back on the ground with the dunk, right? For the assist just to set up and combo with it. So I'm going to take a look at what routes you can get off of which different types of assists. I have a couple of lists that I'm going to show you. Take a look at these two lists right here. These are basically the routes that Android 16 can do, both mid-screen and corner with different assists. The wording and stuff won't make any sense right now, but I'll explain it as we go on. And then this last big fat tier list is just where I think each assist falls if I were to rate them. I go more in depth on that tier list later in the video. Check out this timestamp right here where I give you my opinions on why I put something where, if I was wrong about something and I realized in post, all that stuff. So check it out here. With all that crap out of the way, let's just get into it. Alright, kicking things off, first we got the Dragon Rush 236L from Fullscreen. You see in the little tier list thing, it basically says super easy from anywhere. This means is that any assist in this tier is going to give you the corner carry to get a Dragon Rush into a 236L almost 100% of the time. Alright, as you can see here, I was all the way on the other side of the screen and I got it with minimal effort, right? The most complicated thing you have to do is the re-jump and maybe just a little bit of optimal spacing here and there. But overall, it's pretty easy. These assists are very forgiving and they're almost always going to give you the corner. So it is 100% worth your time maybe to run at least one of these. You don't have to. There are other assists that can make it up for you. And you do have to learn the re-jump. But, I mean, you should be learning the re-jump anyway, right? Android 16 does it with almost all of his combos. And the great part about these is that they guarantee his most optimal ender. You see here, the 236L after the Dragon Rush, it builds a lot of meter and does really good damage. Maybe you can do more with a jump heavy, jump down heavy, but there's only a few assists who can actually end like that. Overall, this is your most optimal and easiest assist to use and end in this way. Now, moving on to the Dragon Rush 236L Fullscreen, what requires optimal combos. So what does this mean? This means it's not as easy as like the first tier, like obviously a beam, it has crazy corner carry. Travels crazy distance, whereas something like Bluku, yeah, not so much. You go a couple of feet, yeah, there's a little ground bounce, but it's not nearly as much. So you have to do a better combo than the anywhere tier. You're still doing a ray jump, you're still doing the same thing, but what you actually do is you fit in some delays on Android 16's normals. So the way this works is 16's second L, the little shoulder tackle thing, right? It goes a fair distance. You can actually cancel this in the middle of a combo like that and go nowhere, right? But if you just let it rock for a little bit, just like that, and then do the 5M, it's still combos and you go a little bit farther. And after your jump medium, you just want to run up a little bit, right? You want to run up. This is me just standing there, and this is me running up a little bit. So you can see there's a little bit more distance. So you just have to do a little bit more optimal play in your combo. You delay after that key blast. And depending on how the assist works, you get to run up, push him up a little bit to get to the corner. So you can still do the Dragon Rush 236L, it's just not as easy as a beam, which pretty much does the pushing for you. Either way, it helps to do this with any combo, delaying your normal slightly, just for maximum corner carry possible. You generally want to do that anyway, but with the beam assists, it makes it easier. You don't have to worry about it. Alright, now let's move on into the Dragon Rush 236L corner only. So this doesn't mean that you can only combo if you get to the corner. It just means you only get the Dragon Rush if you're in the corner, right? So if you were to call Android 21, in the corner you get the Dragon Rush. But let's say you're a little bit out of the corner. Let's say like you're right here, right? And you call 21. And you try to do it. It's not going to work, right? You have to get them to the corner in order for that to work. So from full screen, it's probably not going to work. But let's say you were... Try it again. Let's say you do it and you don't drop it, right? You're better than me. From there, you see, you get the Dragon Rush and the 2-3-6L. You just have to get them to the corner first. If you are full screen and you're using that assist, you just have to do an air Dragon Rush instead, right? You can still combo, you just don't get the Dragon Rush into the 2-3-6L. You have to call her a little bit before you hit the ground. In the corner, you call her right when you do the dunk, right? Like right when you slam. Alright, next we have the jumping Dragon Rush mid-screen or jump 2H 2-3-6L corner only. So the way this one works is just like Android 21 outside of the corner, you can only ever do a jump Dragon Rush. If you're in the corner, you can do a jump 2H just like so. Into 2-3-6L, right? So for mid-screen, it'll look something like this. Just like that. And then in the corner, alright, you get the jumping 2H into 2-3-6L, what have you. And last but not least, we have these special moves. This first one here is with Piccolo. You do have to be a little bit out of the corner, so keep that in mind. At least the best that I could find. Better players than me could probably find something a lot cooler. But you get a 5M, immediate jump 2H into 2-3-6L to get the SKD, so pretty cool there. Next, we got Master Turtle Hermit himself, Master Roshi. And he is a lot, like I said, he's more lenient. You can do this full screen, mid screen, wherever. Better in the corner, so you get that corner pressure. You basically jump 5H into 2H 2-3-6L with Master Roshi. And it's actually the same for Nappa the Clappa, just the timing is just a bit different. You can see there, jump, super jump, 5H into 2H 2-3-6L. First tier is the 5LL Magic Series or Dragon Rush 2-3-6L. So the Magic Series, it's when you do a combo like this that combos into jump 2H, right? And you do this right here. When you combo your normals after an assist or after you get a knockdown or a vanish, sorry. So it'll be like this. Right? That's the Magic Series. After you delay it, you delay the 2-3-6M after that. Anyway, that's the Magic Series. So what I'm saying is, with all these assists, you can do the 5FL Magic Series, or you can end the combo with the Dragon Rush into a 2-3-6L. These assists give you the option of doing either. So let's say you do a combo that has too much combo decay. So you won't be able to do the Magic Series. Instead, you just have to end it. Well, you just end it with the Dragon Rush 2-3-6L, right? But if you do a combo that lets you, like there's not that much hit stun, you have enough for the Magic Series. Right, you just end it like that. But yeah, you can do either that or the Magic Series, okay? So let me show you with Android 18. So yeah, you Dragon Rush with her, you call her at the end, and then for the Magic Series, pretty much the same thing. Just like that. See? So Magic Series and a Dragon Rush, you get to choose either. And with them, if you have two of them in the same combo, and then the Dragon Rush with the other. So you get both damage and extension and a knockdown if one or two of your assists can do a Magic or do a Dragon Rush into a 2-3-6L, right? So that's pretty much that. Now let's move on to the 5M Magic Series or Dragon Rush 2-3-6L, which is just the lonely blue Vegeta tier. Not with that, oh god, not with that assist. Jesus Christ. Not with that assist. I hate that assist. So this one right here. So you have the decision to either Dragon Rush, because he does slam you down, right? So from this, you call him at the end, and he slams you perfectly into a Dragon Rush, or a 5M Magic Series. What I mean by 5M Magic Series is that you have to start the series at 5M rather than 5L, right? Because he knocks you up a little bit, alright? So to combo with him, you have the 5M to knock them back down. And the timing is a little bit specific, right? Like that. And that last one is 5M Magic Series or Jumping Dragon Rush or Jump 2H 236L. So what that means is that they pop you up and the initial hit basically doesn't make you last long enough to get your Dragon. Like, they don't stay in place long enough for you to Dragon Rush on the ground. You have to do it in the air. So like this. Right, so you get popped up, so you have to do it in the air. Either a Jump Dragon Rush, like that, or a Jump 2H 236L. Yeah, like that. So you have to do a super jump to the top into the Jump 2H 236L, right? So that's what that means. There's only 3 in that tier: Cell, Cooler, and Vegito. Now finally here we have the special routes. This just means you can get 1 or 2 extra hits than you usually do with normal assists. Like, instead of just like the normal Dragon Rush 236L thing, right? Like, you can get something really weird here. Right? Like, you just get more hits per assist because of the way that they work. They're super weird, right? So let's just show you, like, I guess a basic example of what you can do with them. Alright, that's Piccolo. You get the 5M into the jumping 2H, right? Into the 236M, so that's pretty good. Or 236L, excuse me. Let's go to Nappa. Let's go to Nappa the Clappa. Nappa the Clappa, the booty slapper. Alright, that's pretty gosh darn good. You get the jumping heavy into the 2H, right? That's pretty dang good. And you also have to keep in mind, this is just 1 assist. You still have your other one in the back, right? I was just freestyling there. Don't worry, don't pay no mind to that. You got the other assist in the back, so you call Nappa the Clappa, then you call your other assist for the Dragon Rush, whatever have you, right? So you can use 2 of your assists. That's what I'm saying. You can get so creative with these. So before I start going into the tangent, let's just go into Roshi. Before I start losing my marbles with these examples. So Roshi's like pretty much the same as Nappa. Whoops! He's pretty much the same as Nappa. You get a jumping H into the 2H. But you do have to time it a little bit weird. Like, you have to delay your heavy until right before. You delay your heavy until right before the second hit of his comes out. So you call him, then do yours, and you want the second one to hit after your heavy. Or otherwise it'll drop, right? It's a little bit weird. Okay, so you're supposed to do a 5M right there. I did not. The 5M didn't come out. Like that, right? You have to do a super jump. Beerus is a little bit more hard because you have to do a 5M and then super jump 2H, right? Immediately. So that seems a little bit difficult. But just keep all I said in mind, is that these assists let you get more hits than usual, but you can still Dragon Rush and 236L at the end, depending on what your other assist is. So your combos can be really freaking meaty and devastating if you have at least one of these. You don't have to, but if you do, you're going to be in for a very good time. Your 16 is going to be clapping cheeks for sure. And here we are into the tier list part of the video. Basic rundown on this tier list from S plus to B. S plus, super easy, and they give 16 pretty much a lot of what he really wants. They're super well rounded, right? Like all the beams, they have good block stun, 30 frames, 16 can get a higher low off of a 5M. He gets super good corner carry because they're freaking beams. They go across the entire screen. They will reach the entire screen. He can get a full screen confirm. And the same for the wall bounces and crap, right? Like Jiren, Super Saiyan Blue, Gogeta, Goku, 17, they're all wall bounces. So he will always get a full screen confirmed there, and they're also pretty decent block stun. And then the other ones, Nappa and Roshi, these are just godlike assists. Just try these out on 16 if you're trying them out and you like either of those characters. Please run 16. These assists are so good for him. They're completely ridiculous. You saw some of the stuff you can do. That might not even be the best you can do. That's just like examples of it. So that's it with the S plus tier. They're just fantastic, right? Then you got the S tier. These are also fantastic, not as fantastic because they're not as well rounded, right? Like they might not have the corner carry. They might not have just the easy bake oven brain dead as the first ones, right? So like beams, you just throw that out. If they block, you just run up and hit them. If they don't, whatever, right? You're fine. You could argue to move up the Broly beams because those are really good. I'm sorry, like the circle beams. That's 21 Broly and Kefla, but they just don't offer as much corner carry as the S's or as crazy combos as the Nappa and Roshi, right? That's why they're an S instead of S+. But they're still fantastic assists. A lot of them have a lot of block stun, like a crazy amount. Look at your Bardock, Tien. A lot of them come out fast. They're still easy to use. They're just not as forgiving as the S pluses, right? So you do have to be a little bit optimal. And the only reason Piccolo is down here is because just his assist can be reflected and super dashed through, right? So it's not as safe as Nappa or Roshi. So nothing wrong with these. These are still super good. S or an S plus, man. Trust me, you'll have a great time. Now, moving on to the A tier. These are, honestly, a lot of these assists would be, I would probably just make S plus, S, and then B, right? A and A minus is kind of just being stickler, but I had to put some kind of dividend somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So that's where these are. These assists are still good. They're still really good. They just don't have like that super good quality that the S tiers have. And like look at Bardock, look at Tien, look at Piccolo, Frieza, right? Those give 16 some super good mix or some super good block stun that he can use. Whereas Goku, Super Saiyan Blue, he's decent, but he doesn't really have much mix off of that. It's just a 30 frame hit. It's just one little hit. He can combo off it pretty well, but he can combo off of everything else pretty well too. Beerus, that should probably be a little bit higher. That assist is pretty cool. I don't know if it can be reflected though. Would have to check on that. And then Gohan and Videl, they have like their little, multiple hit things. It just doesn't go far enough for my taste in neutral as compared to like a Bardock or Gogeta or a hit where it just goes out and just pops you and it just catches you just completely off guard. They're super good in block stun, but they just, in neutral, I just don't feel like they're that useful unless you just happen to get a good hit with them. Now moving on to A minus. Vegito, honestly, if it wasn't for, this assist can be just a little bit difficult to use. Like you saw, you have to do specific routes with this assist. In neutral, however, it is so good. It has like a bajillion things of hit stun. I honestly probably would put this in the A, but it's kind of hard to use for combos, and it can be reflected or super dashed through. That's the only reason. And that's the same for Vegeta and Janemba and them, right? It can just, their things can just be super dashed through. A lot of these can just be super dashed through. Just Teen Gohan as well with Masaden. Then he got Cooler. I just don't freaking like this guy's assists. I'm gonna be honest. I think his assists are complete crap. Maybe C assists is decent, but like, god dang, dude. I don't like DP assists, and he has basically 2 DP assists. I don't like either of them. They're just hard to use. They don't click well with me. I despise them, all right? Moving on to B. All right, B, this breaks my heart to see Android 18 down here because I want Android 18 and Android 16 to work together very well. I just feel like that disc doesn't really do much for Android 16, right? Like it doesn't give it much block stun. I think it's like 29 or something, maybe a little bit higher. It doesn't really do much for 16. Combo wise, yeah, it's serviceable, it's fine, but it just doesn't scream out as being the most. It's also not very easy to use. You have to time it extremely well. So that's why she's down here in B. It's just kind of hard to use, kind of lackluster. Gotenks can be very good, but that assist it's pretty freaking hard to use. You gotta call it like before you even do the dunk for it to connect at the right time. So if you're just in a random scramble, this assist isn't even gonna work. You have to time it so well. Blue Vegeta, same as Cooler, but I think even worse. I hate his assists. They don't feel good at all. Half the time they just miss for no reason. You have to be super good timing it. I do not like Blue. B tier stands for Vegeta Blue. I'm gonna be real with you. Next, unplayable requires huge brain. Look, Ginyu, dude, I don't know what the hell Ginyu does. I don't play Ginyu. what the beep is this, man? Any Ginyu players, please at me on Twitter at BobbyDorf913, bro. Tell me what the beep this man is doing, because I do not know. Like, his B assist is the Ginyu Force. He has 15 different assists in that one assist. What is happening? All right. But anyways, that's my assist guide. That's my tier list guide. I hope you guys learned something. I'm sorry that this last segment got a little bit long, but I did warn you that I would break this down in depth. Let me know what you agree, disagree with. If you think this assist goes here for this reason, let me know. I want to debate this because I want to, create a good assist guide that can last a little bit. I don't play everybody, so things might be wrong. So I need someone to come out here and tell me if I'm wrong. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Leave a comment below what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. Do all that freaking crap. Whatever, I don't care. Check out my other combo guide for 16 up in the corner below, and I'll also link it in the description if you want to learn the combos after you learn how to use this assist. That being said, you guys get the hell up out of here and have a beautiful day.